I holidayed with Ruth Langsford, how she's coping 2 years after Eamonn Holmes split. Lizzie Cundy, a friend of Ruth Langsford, has talked about what the presenter was like when they recently went holiday together to the south of France. Loose Women star Ruth and Eamonn, both 66, announced their split in late May 2024 after 14 years of marriage and 27 years in a relationship. Together, the pair have one son, 23-year-old Jack Holmes. Speaking about how Ruth was getting along on the Best Suddenly Single podcast, television presenter Lizzie Cundy said she and Ruth had chatted during a recent holiday to the south of France. She told the podcast, "It was gorgeous, south of France, Cannes. It was stunning, yeah, it was really lovely and a lot of fun. There were clubs, there were bars, there were restaurants. I can't remember any of the names. We had great fun, it was a girls' trip." On how Ruth was getting on, Lizzie, 57, said, "She's having a really, really bloody good time and you're always going to have fun with me. It was Ruth's birthday and another friend of ours' birthday and it was a girls' trip, but it was fun." Lizzie added, "Ruth and I on her birthday, she won't mind me saying she was 66, looking fabulous, better than ever, she really does look great, and we sat on the beach. She was living her best life and we were just having great fun. The weather was absolutely stunning." Lizzie's comments came weeks after Ruth admitted to having therapy following her split from Eamonn, saying it was the best thing she could have done after the end of her marriage. Speaking about it on the Happy Place podcast with host Fern Cotton, Ruth said that while she was initially skeptical, it turned out to be a very positive step. Ruth, who recently released her memoir Feeling Fabulous, said, "Friends, first and foremost. I've got an amazing group of friends, and counseling. Yeah, therapy, which I hadn't done before, and that was through a very good friend who said to me, 'Would you think about it?' She had a therapist going through her divorce years ago and I was like, well, I don't need a therapist to tell me I'm sad that my marriage has ended." She went on and set up this meeting. "It was the best thing I've ever done. The thing with therapy is that she doesn't know us. Yes, she's seen Eamonn and I on TV but she doesn't know us at all. She doesn't take sides at all, she just lets me talk and leads you in certain directions. I was doing it once a week, sometimes twice a week, and now it's much less but still there. I work with Eamonn Holmes, here's what he's like when cameras stop rolling." Exclusive. A GB News star opened up on what really goes on behind the scenes. 1GB News star has shared what TV legend Eamonn Holmes is like when the cameras stop rolling. Nana Akua describes being a member of the news channel as being part of a family. She claims that joining GB News has helped her to find her voice. "It has allowed me to be myself," she exclusively told Express.co.uk, "and I have had some interesting encounters on GB News with some great people. I am so blessed to have that opportunity to be on there, with my own show. I love them all." She then moved on to what Eamonn Holmes is really like, noting that everyone on the team rallied around the veteran presenter when he recently took ill. "He is so beautiful," Nana shared. "He is such a lovely man, and such a down-to-earth, good human being, honestly. He is just so normal and yet he has been in TV for like 5 decades. He has always been at the top of his game, always been top dog, and it is very hard in TV to maintain your relevance and stay up there. So for him to have 5 decades of being brilliant, that's so impressive. I absolutely love him, he's amazing." Back in April, Eamonn suffered a stroke and was hospitalized for treatment. He has not been on air since. A GB News spokesperson announced at the time, Eamonn was taken ill last week, and it was later confirmed he had suffered a stroke. He is currently responding well to treatment. Eamonn has asked for privacy as he focuses on getting better. His colleagues and everyone at GB News wish him a speedy recovery and look forward to welcoming him back to the People's Channel when he is ready to return. On April 12, the TV presenter took to Instagram to break his silence on the sudden illness, where he shared a snap of his granddaughters, who beamed as they proudly held up their homemade "Get Well Soon" cards.